You, Caesar, you shall not stir out of this house today.
Caesar shall go forth.
Caesar, I'm frightened. The lion hath walked the streets. Graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Here's fiery warriors fought upon clouds. The noise of battle hurtled in air. Horses did neigh, dying men did groan, and spirits did shriek and squeal about the streets. Oh, Caesar, these things are beyond all of us, and I do fear them.
Yet Caesar shall go forth. Cowards die many times before their death. The valiant never tasted death but once.
Alas, my lord, you are very wise, but do not go out today. Call up my fear that keeps you in the house, and not your own. You will send Mark Antony to Senate House, and he shall say you are not well today. Upon my knee, I beg you.
Very well. Mark Antony will say that I am not well, and to please I will stay home today.
Hello, Caesar. I come to take you to the Senate House.
And you come at a very good time to deliver a message saying that I will not come.
Say he is sick.
Shall Caesar send a lie? No. Tell him I will not come.
Oh, most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause lest they lie for me when I tell them.
I will not come. That is to satisfy the Senate. For your private satisfaction, and because you are my friend, I will tell you. Chiappone here, my wife, keeps me at home because she jumped to my statue surrounded by danger and doom. And for this she begs I stay home today.
This dream is all misinterpreted. It is a vision fair and fortunate. This statue signifies that from you great Rome shall be revived. This is what Chiappone's dream signifies.
And this way have you well explained it.
And know it now, the Senate has concluded to give the state crown to Almighty Caesar. If you send them word you will not come, their minds may change. You are apt to be mocked when they say, break up the Senate until another day when Caesar's wife shall meet with better dreams. If Caesar hid himself, shall they not whisper, lo, Caesar is a freeman. Pardon me, Caesar, but my dear, dear love bids me to tell you this.
How foolish you refuse me now, Chiappone. I'm ashamed I did yield to him. Give me my robe, for I will go. You there, the odds muncher, come. Aye, Caesar, but not gone.
I kiss thy hand.
I kneel before the Almighty Caesar. Speak hands for me.
As two brutes say, then fall Caesar.
People, be not afraid. Ambition's debt is paid.
Liberty, freedom, tyranny are dead. Yell it about the streets.
Where is Mark Antony?
He is fled to his house and rings.
Who comes here?
My master, Mark Antony, bid me come and say that Brutus is noble, wise, brave, and honest. He asked if he might visit Caesar's body without him coming to him.
Thy master, Mark Antony, is a wise and valiant Roman. Tell me shall be satisfied, and by my honor depart untouched.
I'll fetch him presently.
I know we shall have Antony as a friend.
I wish we may, but yet I have misgivings. I fear much.
And here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
Almighty Caesar, do you lie so low, or all your conquests and glories fallen to this? Fare thee well. If I live 1,000 years, I shall find no better place to die than right here next to Caesar.
Oh, Antony, beg not your death from us. Though now we must appear cruel, you see by our hands and this business they have done. You do not see our hearts.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man in the new government.
Just wait until we have a peace and multitude, and then we shall explain to you why I, who did love Caesar, did strike him.
I doubt not your wisdom. Let each man give me his hand. All I ask is that I may take his body to the marketplace and speak to the public at his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, a word with you. You know not what to do if you not consent that Antony speak at Caesar's funeral. You know not how much people may be moved by that which you will utter.
By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first and explain the reason for our Caesar's death. When Antony shall speak, I will say he speaks by our leave and our permission.
I know not my fault. I like it not.
Oh, Antony, here take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speak blame of us, but speak all the good you can devise of Caesar. Say you do it by our leave and our permission, or else you shall have no hand at all about Caesar's funeral. And you are to speak it in the same pulpit whereto I am going after my speech is ended.
Be it so. I do desire no more.
Prepare the body then, follow us.
Oh, pardon me that I am meek and gentle with these cruel men. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of time. Woe to the hands that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds I do prophecy. A curse shall fall on those who have done this deed.
We will be satisfied. Let us be satisfied.
Prepare the and give me audience, friends.
I will hear Brutus speak.
And I.
Romans, countrymen, friends, hear me for my cause, and be silent that you may listen. If there be any in the assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus' love for Caesar was no less than his own. If then that friend demanded why I rose against him, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Had we rather Caesar were living in battle slaves than Caesar were dead and live all free men. As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I sue him. There are tears for his love, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so base that would be a slave? If any, speak for him I have offended. Who is here so rude that would not be a Roman? If any, speak for him I have offended. Who is here so vile that would not love his country? If any, speak for him I have offended.
None, Brutus, none.
Then none have I offended. Here comes Caesar's body, mourned by Mark Antony, who, although in no hand in Caesar's death, shall receive the benefit of Caesar's dying, as which of you shall not. With this I depart, as I sue my best friend for the good of Rome. I have the same dagger for my suffering, and shall please my country to need my death.
Live, Brutus, live.
Bring him a triumph home into his house.
Give him a statue with his ancestors.
Let him be Caesar.
My countrymen,
Peace, silence. Brutus speaks. Peace.
good countrymen, let me depart alone, and for my sake stay here with Antony. Do grace to his speech and do grace tending to Caesar's glories, which Mark Antony by our permission is allowed to make. I do entreat you, not a man depart, save I alone, until Antony has spoken.
Stay ho, let us hear Mark Antony. Let him go up to the pulpit, we will hear him. Noble Antony, go up. For Brutus' sake, I'm beholden to you. This Caesar was a tyrant.
Keep no harm of Brutus here.
Rome is blessed to be heard Caesar.
Silence. The noble Antony has ascended.
You gentle Romans.
Peace ho, let us hear him.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously has Caesar paid for it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men? I come to speak at Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and surely Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor had cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and surely Brutus is an honorable man. You all do remember that I 3 times presented him with a kingly crown, which he did 3 times refuse. Was this ambition? But Brutus says he was ambitious, and surely Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me, my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. There is much reason in his saying.
If you consider the matter rightly, Caesar has had great wrong.
Caesar did not take the crown, therefore he was not ambitious.
There's not a nobler man in Rome than Antony. Listen, he begins to speak again.
But yesterday the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now he lies there with no one to do him reverence. But here is a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his room. It is his will. If the people were to hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read, they would go and kiss Caesar's wounds.
Let us hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony.
The will, let's hear Caesar's will.
Have patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It is not proper that you know how much Caesar loved you. You are not wood, you are not stones, but men. And being men, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you, and it will make you mad. It is good that you know not that you are his heirs. For if you should, oh, what would come of it?
The will, Antony, you shall read us the will.
Will you be patient? Will you stay a while? I have overshot myself to tell you of it. I fear among those honorable men whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it.
Honorable men, they were traitors.
The will, the testament. They were villains. Read the will.
You will compel me then to read the will?
The will, the will, the will, the will.
Then let me show you him that made the will. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. Look, in this place ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent the envious casca made? Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. Judge, O you gods, how Caesar loved him. For this was the unkindest cut of all. When the noble Caesar saw him stabbed, then burst his mighty heart. His mantle muffling up his face at the base of Pompey's statue, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall there was, my countrymen. Oh, now you weep.
O noble Caesar.
Oh, woeful day.
Villains, traitors, we will be revenged.
Revenge. Let not a traitor live.
Stay, countrymen.
Peace, hear the noble Antony.
We'll hear him, we'll follow him, we'll die with him.
Good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up to a sudden mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. Alas, I know not what made them do it.
They are wise and honorable and no doubt tell you their reasons. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator as Brutus is, but as you know me all, a plain blunt man that love my friend. For I have neither wit nor words, nor the power of speech to stir men's blood. I only show you Caesar's wounds. Poor dumb mouse, and bid them speak to me. But, were I Brutus, and Brutus Antony, I would ruffle up your spirits and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar. That will move the stones of Rome to rise in mutiny.
We will mutiny!
We will burn the house of Brutus. Yet hear me speak, countrymen, yet hear me speak.
Hear noble Antony, hear him.
Why, friends, you go to do you know not what. You have forgot the will I told of.
The will, the will, the will. Let's hear the will.
Here is the will, and under Caesar's seal. To every Roman he gives 75 drachmas.
Most noble Caesar, will avenge his death.
O royal Caesar.
Hear me with patience. Moreover, he hath left you all his walks, his private arbors and newly planted orchards. Here was a Caesar. When comes such another?
Never, never.
We'll burn his body in the holy place, and with the firebrands we'll burn the houses of the traitors.
Take up the body.
Go fetch fire.
Fire!
Now let it work. Mischief, thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt.
The end.